What makes a good chowder? It's gotta have soul. Anyone could throw together milk, cream, and vegetables and call it a chowder. But if you want to create something that actually makes people think, each spoonful they take, you're gonna need a lot more than clams. I headed up to Saratoga this year to meet an old friend of mine, Joseph. When it comes to chowder, no one knows more than him. The idea was to really just talk to him and let other people that don't have the opportunity to go to Chowder Fest, let them really be able to, taste the streets, feel the chowder.
So we're in line for the first chowder of the day. What are we having?
What was that? It was beef short rib chowder, corn chowder. Not your traditional clam chowder, but variation with some of the red meat. Mix it up a little bit. A lot of these here actually today. I've read about some cheeseburger chowders. Sound pretty good. But there are definitely some classic clam chowders around here. Hopefully not any Manhattan chowders. I don't like that tomato-based bullshit. But I'm pretty excited. I think this is gonna be a good chowder.
I always like seeing people's reactions and getting their feedback on the chowders they eat.
That's good chowder.
You can't make that up. It's important to understand the history of chowder. You know what they say, if you don't learn from bad chowder, you're doomed to repeat it.
Alright, can you tell us a bit of history of this short rib chowder?
Yeah, so this short rib chowder, the original recipe actually dates back to 1969. That was the first time a non-seafood meat has actually been introduced to chowder. This particular recipe, there's obviously very many variations on it. This one was a little short on the short rib actually myself, if pun not intended. Still pretty good flavor. Texture is not quite there, would have liked a little bit more creaminess, a little thicker. Overall, I'll give it a 6.9 out of 10.
It's okay. Chowder just doesn't come from New England. It's an international thing.
So, this recipe with the beer and the cheddar chowder originated actually in 1996. It wasn't shortly thereafter that we added the pretzel croutons. One brief moment, they actually have pretzel sticks. So you kind of do like a dip. Needless to say, preferable. Pretzel croutons are definitely a good addition. In terms of putting beer into chowder, that's been a long-standing tradition amongst the Polish, actually. They've primarily been the source of beer-based chowders. This definitely derives some of that influence. It's still thoroughly American. Definitely a little bit of Belgian influence, obviously.
I heard even Australia's coming out with their own chowder.
Bosses, Australian for chowder.
I wouldn't eat that chowder. The lines for chowder are kind of long at times. You can be waiting as much as 2 hours for a cup of chowder, but it's always worth it. And sometimes you get really lucky. You know what they say, not all chowder heroes wear capes.
More chowder inside Esperanto, no line. There's more chowder inside, no line. Come on in. It's warm inside.
More chowder, please. Ooh, it's very ethnic. Very ethnic. Chowder hero. It's definitely an interesting chowder. Got some maybe some Indian spices, maybe some turmeric, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man, everyone remembers Chowdergate 2015. They actually ran out of chowder really early on in the day. It was not pretty for anyone, just mass panic.
Chowder shortages have begun.
Guys, we gotta hurry up. The first place is after chowder.
Guys, we gotta make moves.
I need some more chowder.
People actually took to the streets in protest to this egregious event. If there's one thing people love more than chowder at Chowder Fest, It's the hats. These guys right here got a 2017 and a 2016. They're made in limited supply, so you gotta hurry up. If you're accessing the Civic Center from the south side, then you have to take this little staircase to get there. I saw a group of elderly people taking up this whole staircase, trying to get up the stairs. I saw 3 younger guys just shove their way right through them to get to the Civic Center so they could get hats. It's kind of a scumbag move, to be honest. I mean, I don't know why the old people had to take up the whole staircase. There was no chance of them getting hats in the first place, so I was looking for some people that are trying to a chance, you know, but they're great. I mean, they look cool, and I guess if your hands are cold, they're pretty good for that too.
This year's hat matches this year's shirt. Last year's hat matches last year's shirt. Yeah, that matches. The 2015, which, you know, I'll display for you here. As you know, when you compare it to the hat with the gentleman in the line here, that's also matching fabric. But I don't think they had white beanies for 2014, which would have been, well, let me get 2014 here. So I don't think they had white beanies. That would have been sweet if they did, but I don't think they did. I don't know what the scheme is here. They really need a standardization for this chowder beanies.
There's a bit of an underground trade for hats. I've seen people that missed out from previous years, and they see the hat, they'll offer as much as $50 for one. It's pretty crazy. But if you lose one, it's heartbreaking.
Losing my first beanie. It's been an upsetting couple of weeks. Tore my apartment apart. Trying to find it. No luck. Retraced my steps. Nothing. I'm reunited now at Chowder Fest 2017. Feel pretty good. It's nice and snug. Shed a couple tears. Feeling pretty good now.
What are you gonna do to prevent losing this one?
I'm not gonna wear it.
Chowder Fest is a very animal-friendly event. Sometimes the dogs get in little arguments over whose owner has the best chowder.
No, it's not. Everything about
Alright.
I think this year we had chowder bears as well.
Well, looks like there's some chowder bears that came out of hibernation just in time for the
And of course, chowder horses made an appearance. There's other fun activities at Chowder Fest too, besides just eating chowder. There's the Chowder Carnival, games requires extreme skill actually. They have some pretty cool prizes, cars, a lifetime supply of chowder. Last year the grand prize was $69,000. You know, not everyone's a winner obviously, and some are more gracious in their losing.
Is that how their song goes? Yeah. I could really.
It's because of the hat.
Man.
And some take it pretty hard.
Like, I wish I knew.
muscles. Tom, but dude, you're gonna get the tumbler.
Yes!
But if you win though, yeah, that's a good time.
Get the hat.
What's the question?
I really wanted to lift one.
The after chowder parties are really fun. This year Little John was there. You don't see him in the next clip, but he was there performing. It's really cool. Dancing is a huge, part of this culture here.
He's got the moves like Chowder.
But if you want to have a really good time, bar none, Club Chowder.
Club Chowder here opened June 9th, 2006, I believe. In general, it's been more of a soup-themed club, but the focus here is definitely chowder. They're really about the chowder spirit. See,
Chowder, but we got plenty of liquor, so come on down.
definitely really about the chowder. They really appreciate their spirit here. Chowder is only mediocre, I'll be honest here, but
Come on down, guys.
it's an outrageous time.
All right.